Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. It's been a long time since I've been on this channel. Probably 4, maybe 5 years, because I've been working on relaxing and doing things that are enjoyable, like gold prospecting, and I'm making videos on my other YouTube channel for gold prospecting and exploring. The Hippie Explorer, here's a link. Most of you may already know that if you've watched my videos over there. But, oh boy, it's been 5 years, I think, almost, since I've been here. And people are saying, where are you? Did you die? I'm not dead. Here I am. But a lot has changed. I've made a lot of videos since then, but not for this channel, for the other channel. So I've improved at a lot of different things and in life, and that got me thinking. And one of the reasons I haven't posted a lot of videos up here over the past 5 years, I had said everything I wanted to say. I couldn't think of anything else I wanted to add to that group of videos until now. And I've learned a lot in this time, and I've read some other things. And today, by the way, I'm Wes. I'm a registered minister in the state of Massachusetts. And I don't promote this channel. This channel is here for people who are looking for this kind of information. Some people call it hidden knowledge, but it's not really hidden. It's there. It was hidden at one time in our history, but not anymore. It's out there. And the certain secret societies, as they're called, there's all different kinds of name for them, like the Freemasons and the Rosicrucians. They taught a lot of the stuff that I teach here. And some people call it occult, because occult means hidden. It's not a cult like an evil Satan-worshipping cult, but occult meaning hidden, or esoteric. And the word esoteric means it's not generally known by the general population. It's a smaller hidden group, or not hidden really, it's just not seen by the general population. And I like to go into that. And today, coming back after 5 years, I'm going to talk about a book that Manly P. Hall wrote. I'll put the date here on the screen. I think it was back in the 50s, called 10 Basic Rules for a Better Life. And, you know, we can all learn something from this. I've learned something from it. It's a very interesting book, and we're going to talk about that, the 10 Basic Rules for a Better Life. Also, if you're looking for my Facebook page, it's gone because, like I said, I don't promote this, and Facebook wasn't really the place for this because, you know, it's really for people. The information is for people that are seeking it. If you're not seeking it and it's put in front of you, you may get upset. Yeah, that's the way it is. So I don't promote it that way. I don't accept donations or anything on this channel. And I've had a great time talking with people. I have been answering and talking with, so I want to thank all the new subscribers over the past 5 years, because it's grown, even though I haven't put anything in, because some videos have done really well. And welcome. Here I am. I'm not dead. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the 10 basic rules for a better life. And these are important. You know, they're not the only 10. These are Manly P. Hall's 10. You know, there's a lot of rules, like don't eat the yellow snow, stuff like that, don't run in traffic. Those are important rules too. So let's not forget about them. But these are 10 that Manly P. Hall, who was a mystic, and he was a very smart man, a wise man, maybe not the wisest man, but he is one of the wisest that I know, that I've listened to. Very, very impressive. Does our lectures off the top of his head, just fantastic. And he wrote a lot, And some people would call him a mystic. That's what they refer to him as, but that's just a word. Very knowledgeable about the human condition. And here we go. Without any more further ado, you want to know what the 10 basic rules for a better life is, and we don't want to make this too long. So number one is don't worry. Don't worry is number one. And why is that? Well, worrying doesn't do you any good. You can be a thoughtful thinker, but being thoughtful is not worry. Thoughtful people find solutions when you're thinking thoughtfully. Worry people just doubt everything and worry. So the Egyptians said that the worry was one of their cardinal sins because it does so much damage to your mind over time. So don't over worry. It doesn't fix anything. Think thoughtfully. And there's really nothing to fear, because it's fear that what people worry about. Most of all, they are afraid of this and that, and half the time, these things that they fear. And it is true. The only thing that really need to fear is fear itself. Okay, number two. Stop trying to control others. This is a big one because relationships, it's all about control. And we try to control what other people think. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing videos 5 years ago, because I don't want to push my ideas on anybody. These are just my ideas. I put them here. If you find them, you find them. I'm not promoting them. I'm not telling people they should think like me. I'm just offering up this information. And generally, you don't offer up information until you're asked. So stop trying to seek control others. Save advice for yourself and those who seek it. So that's another reason why I took down Facebook, because it was put in front of people that weren't specifically looking for it. And that created an issue. All right, number three, moderate ambition. Moderate ambition. If you constantly seek things that may be unattainable, it will definitely make you unhappy. And there are people that do that. They set goals that are too big for themselves. And you need to take steps at a time. And some people think you need to be famous to be happy. And there's a lot of famous people that are not happy. And a lot of that's because when they get there, it doesn't fulfill the need that they were looking for. And you got to be happy with yourself. If you can be happy alone, you can be happy with anybody else. But most people wouldn't be happy alone. A lot of people have a hard time. Actually, people say, oh, I'd like to be just left alone. But those that do lose it over time. They can't be. We're social creatures. Food, water, shelter, and companionship are the most basic needs of society, of human beings. It's who we are. So overambitious people tend to be less happy, even after they get what they want. And the funny thing is, this is 1953. It's a long time ago he wrote this stuff, but, psychology is showing in tests that these are all true. They seem to be true. All right, number 4. Don't accumulate more than you need. Don't be a hoard. Don't be a hoarder. Don't collect. It's a materialistic thing when you try to collect or hoard whatever it is. And the richest guy in the cemetery is not necessarily the anybody cares about. You know, and I think we've grown past the time when we were buried with a bunch of our possessions so we could use them later on. We're past that. Reserve some of your energy for enjoyment. And, you know, millionaires die and they don't even spend a third of their money. All right, we're on to number 5. Learn to relax. Oh, this is the one. The lazy people love this one. Because I like to relax too. But I've learned to separate my work and relaxation. Now, there's a thing about, who said this? I forget who said it, but relaxation is doing something you want, and work is doing something that somebody else wants from you. Now, you can be doing things that you want to do, and it's also work. But then you got to watch out for that too much ambition thing. It's a balance there to maintain happiness. Okay, moving on to number 6, because we don't want to be all night here. We want to get them right out to you. Number 6, sense of humor. Cultivate a sense of humor. The more serious we take ourselves and our responsibilities, the more dull we become. Yeah. But taking life a little less seriously, it does make you happier because you're not so serious about things. And genuine humor is not humor that is laughing at other people's misfortunes, like laughing because someone fell down and broke their leg. That's not the kind of humor I'm talking about. Everybody's seen somebody fall funny, but unless it's yourself. If you're laughing at yourself falling down, now that's a different kind of humor. We live in a dualistic world where there's two sides to everything. And we got to know which side is the selfish side and which side is the selfless side. The selfless side produces happier minds and bodies. The selfish side produces unhappiness. It's just the way the mindset is. There's other, I have videos on that. I don't want to get into all that because it's a big thing. We're touching on that subject here. Where we are, sense of humor. Yes, it's important to have a good sense of humor, and because it relieves tension. And tension and stress are killers. The number one killers of people is stress. And you get heart attacks. It's not good. Overall stress. Even all in the animal kingdom, animals under stress die sooner from functions in their body. So you want to have a sense of humor, less stress, happiness. Number 7, find a reason for your existence. A reason. We have to learn, and we have to learn to live. All right? And I think when we learn is when we're growing, because everything grows on this earth. Plants grow, fungus grows, animals grow, we grow, and we grow by learning. So develop interest in things that are new to you, whatever it is, music, art, hang gliding, whatever speaks to you. Experience new things. Educate yourself. Learn, like stuff like this. You will learn it. It strengthens you from the inside out. Because when you're strong on the inside, you're strong on the outside. All right, number 8. We're moving on to number 8. Never intentionally harm another person. Now, the selfish mindset will immediately run to self-defense. Oh, I gotta save myself from somebody attacking me. But that's not what I'm talking about here. Intentionally harm somebody else. Even a selfish man cannot afford to keep a grudge. The unselfish will not let grudges accumulate because they know better. But intentionally harming another person and doing harm, trying to even get revenge if he did something to you and you intentionally want to harm him to get revenge, is not good for you, because that harbors what we call demons, thought processes in the mind that over time can grow. Those things can grow and you can become a very violent person. So, and that's not going to work out too good for you. That's anger. And that's part of the next one coming up later, anger. And that's the next one. Beware of anger is number 9. And this reminds me of a story. My mother, the sweetest lady in the world, she's no longer with us. And, you know, she was always kind to everybody until you put her in a car and started driving. And then all of a sudden, she was an angry person, screaming and yelling at everybody else in other cars. And the reason for that is because she didn't like driving. She feared it. She didn't get on the highway. She didn't drive on the highway. She liked to use the back roads and drive slow. And that fear cultivated an anger towards everybody else around her, and you see it all the time. Be aware of that, because you're out of control is what it is. If you're saying, oh, I can't control my anger, it's not my fault, the anger is caused by everybody else. And that's going to bring us to the one after this. See, all these are linked to number 10, which is the biggie. But number 9, we're still on here. And your anger is your responsibility. Your emotions are yours. They belong to you. Don't let other people control them, because then they're controlling you. And pretty soon, you're going to be controlled like a puppet, and someone will get you mad just by calling your name. That's weakness, not strength. All right, and number 10. Number 10, and the most important, as what Manly P. Hall said, and that is never blame others for our own mistakes. Never, because there's a lot going on here. Others are not to blame for your unhappiness. It belongs to you. It's your emotions. All right? And when we blame other people for problems, there's always something we could have done to change what you're unhappy about now. If you think about it, if you think of, oh, when you get angry, what could you have done to change the situation? And there's always something. You started to walk today instead of getting in the car. There are things you can always do to control your anger and what happens to you. So it's your responsibility. And that's important, because you can change what's your responsibility. Once you blame others for things that make you unhappy, well, now it's their problem. And your mind says, well, I can't fix any of it because it's not my problem. So you don't. And happiness must be earned. And that's one of the ways, is by taking responsibility for everything that happens. Everything that happens to you in your life is your responsibility, but a lot of people try to blame it on everybody else. Yes, some people are born and get sicknesses and illnesses that are not their responsibility. So it's not 100%, but it's like 95% of the stuff that happens to you in your lifetime is your own responsibility. It's your own fault for the choices that you made, and choices made in anger are always pretty bad. All right, that's about it. And I tried to keep it short and sweet, and it's great to be back. I may make some more videos in the future when things pop up, but You can always see my adventures over on the Hippie Explorer. On YouTube, we go gold prospecting, and I try to live the life that I talk about here, which is happy and humorous and fun and enjoying everything about this planet that we live on. It's ours. It belongs to you. So that's about it. Until next time, peace.